Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So today we're going to be using up some of our stash. Now I've got some coffee stained papers here, some envelopes and some bits of cards. I am using, I found this, which is my scrap script ephemera. Now I must have printed this on quite thin paper, that's why I haven't used it. But I'm going to try and use this today. Which I love. I'll put the links down to everything that I use underneath anyway if it's in my shop. A few of my little fussy cuts. Now I've tried to sort of like get the pinky ones and the butterflies. I've got a couple of my little butterflies in this pot so they don't get lost. I've got my little butterfly page tabs as well, which I found in my fussy cut little what's it called, this big thing, this one. This is where I'll keep all of my fussy cuts, not all of them, I do have some in my envelopes, but all of my sort of like older ones I've just popped in here just to keep them all safe so I can have a nice rummage. And then of course we've got these beautiful little bows that we made yesterday, so I'm going to incorporate those into what we're doing today. I'm going to just be making it up as we go along, because I haven't got a clue what I'm going to do. Oh, yesterday actually I made this. Now this is one of our little double bows that we did yesterday. This is the one I sort of like half did. So all I did, I popped two of these cards together, and then I just taped them like that, and then I popped some paper on there, and then just popped a little double envelope in there, and then I've got a little card. So it's just a little something, and it works really well. This is our paper bag journal, just goes into there, the little bow. I quite like it when the little bits dangle over something else, if you know what I mean, over the top like that. So this is the page that we did the other day, which I just love. So I'm loving looking back at my little fussy cuts and things like that. So let me just see if I can stand that up, sort of. Okay, so what should we do? I have got some bigger envelopes. Got some of these cards in here. Little diddy envelopes. I think that one's sort of like come undone. Oh, look, I don't know what's happened with that one. Okay, what have we got? Shall we use a big envelope or shall we use one of these? I think that one's a little bit too big. Let's pop you underneath. Shall we do this one? Shall we make something with this? What should we do? What shall we do? Right, if we use that, we could use this actually, couldn't we, as like a little pocket? Should we just have like some made up thing? And then we could just have little pockets and stick these to the back. Shall we do something like that? What's this one? Shall we have a bigger one? Shall we have them? Let's see, shall I have them coming down like that? What have I got? Another little one. That will look quite nice actually, wouldn't it? And then these would just sort of like lift up, and then you've got like little pockets in there. And then we can maybe pop something on here, and then that's the little pocket. That would look quite nice, wouldn't it? What we're going to do with the back. Okay, let's just pop these bits out of the way. Let's pop that up there. I'm just going to stick them down. Too much thinking. I don't want to have too much thinking. So what was I going to do? Just like this, isn't it? If it goes wrong, it goes wrong. It doesn't really matter. If we don't try, we're not going to know, are we? So let's just pop that so it goes right to the top. I think what I'll do then, I will cover, shall I stick that down? Maybe I'll cover the back with something like this. Let's just stick this little thing down. The little flap. Stick that flap down. We don't want that because we want to have this opened up Oh, should we stick these bits down? Like that. Stick that down. Stick that down. I do love doing things like this, just making it up as we go along. Okay, so that will just open up, and then we can have, you know, we can just cut a piece of this off, can't we? We'll cut it down a little bit and pop it in there. Is that going to be too big? Oh no, actually that fits, doesn't it? That fits quite nicely, so I could just cut that down there. Okay. Should we pop this one? That one's sort of in the middle. Like that. Bit of glue, just a little bit of tacky glue in here. I think I need to fill this bottle. It's a little bit empty. Do you think that's sort of the middle? There we go. There we are. Love it. Love it. And then a little one at the bottom. Just so it lines up with the end like that. We could actually put something there to hold it so it doesn't flip, couldn't we? I'm going to stick this down. Pop a little bit of glue on here. There we go. Oops, nice. Well, I'm trying to do this as simply as possible, but it probably won't be that simple, will it? Oopsie daisy. There we go. But I think it's good to make things up like this, because it gets you sort of like thinking a little bit more, doesn't it? Actually, that looks really nice, doesn't it? I quite like that. I do. So that's the back. So shall we pop? Oh, I do like this one. Shall I just pop that, stick that on there, and then just cut round it? Shall I do that? I think I will. That's what I will do. Pop some glue on and then just stick it on and cut round it. Let's make this as simple as we can. There we go, lots of glue. Yes, I'm definitely going to have to fill this up. Stick this on. Now, make sure this is up the right way. I can pop it as close as I can to that side. I'm going to open those up actually and just squash that down. What do you think? That's going to stick. Shall we chop it? Let's cut these little bits off without cutting the envelope open. Close that up. And a little trim. Do we need a little trim down here? Just a little bit. Oops. That will do. That'll do. That looks quite nice, doesn't it? Oh, I tell you what I did. You know, I was saying about my doorbells are being too big. I actually, one of you lovelies suggested putting like an elastic band in there, or a little bit of non-slip mat. But what I've done, I don't know where you can see it, looks a bit messy in there. I popped some glue gun in there and let it dry, and it sort of like grips my finger. I've got like a little ledgy bit in there, so when I stick my finger in, it actually grabs it. So thank you for the suggestions yesterday. but I did use a glue gun. It's only because I had my glue gun on, that's why. And I thought if it doesn't work, then at least I've tried, and I will try the other ones that you suggested. But a little bit of glue gun in there. If you're going to do it and you've got these ones, don't put too much in there, because it does dry very, very hard. And if you put too much in there, you won't be able to get your finger in at all. But this is perfect. Look, it doesn't come off at all. Let's just pop this. I do love this paper. Okay, that's a lovely back to it, isn't it? Shall we just add a little bit? Oh, well, I won't do that because I'm not quite sure what we're going to do yet. I want to just decorate those. What we're going to pop in here? Shall I make a little... Should I make a little notepad or something to slide in there? That might be quite nice, mightn't it? Let's put... I could use these little extra pieces as the top. Well, let's decorate this. Gosh, let's move these pieces out of the way. Pop that there. I'll probably end up forgetting to use it, but let's make sure I am in the right place. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I do tend to move about a lot. Right, I'm going to pop that over there out of the way, so I've got a little bit more room. I've got some... Shall we use a little bit of this? Shall I just add little odd pieces? Shall we just collage it? I think that's the best thing to do, isn't it? Let's just get some glue. Stick this down. Do a few little collagey pieces on here, I think. Pop that on. Just fold that over. There we go. Lovely. Should we do this piece? Let's have a look. I've got some book paper here as well. Let's use a little bit of this. There we go. That's big enough, isn't it? Did you guys have a go at making those little bows? Because they're really, really simple. And one of you lovelies, I can't remember now who you were, you call the herringbone twill ribbon, I think. So if you're in America, look for twill, not herringbone, because here in Portugal and the UK, we do call it herringbone. So it might be something, obviously you might be looking for something completely different, but do let me know. Let's put this on, which is this one I'm talking about, the pink one that I did, and it's like this. I just coloured them, and this is it's herringbone to us, but you guys call it, some of you call it twill. So I think it was twill you said. Okay, little bit. Oh, I haven't used sort of like book paper for ages. It does look good. I do like book paper. Shall we add a little bit of? Shall we add a little bit of the music paper to there? There we go. Put that on. Down, stick that on. Lovely. Super. There we go. That looks good, doesn't it? So we've got all sorts of lovelies. Look at this beautiful butterfly. These are all off my pink butterfly kit, I believe. These are. Now I've got my little butterfly ones on here. I'm just gonna, I think I might just stick that. It's a little page tab. Completely forgot about these, and they are just so pretty. I think I need to make some more sort of page tabs, because they are so lovely, aren't they? So that just sticks together like that. And then you've got a little butterfly page tab. Fabulous. Oh, I've got another one here. Should we do this butterfly-y? Got any more? Pop this on. Pop you up there. There we go. See, that looks lovely, doesn't it? Oh, I do. I've forgotten how much I like those. It's good to have a look, have a rummage through your stash, isn't it? See what you've got. Oh, lots of butterflies today. Lovely flowers. I think this is from my pink butterfly collection as well. Oh, but then we've got this lovely little teapot. Oops, stuck to my finger. That's got the lovely butterflies on it. That's nice, isn't it? But where are we going to put one of our bows? Because the whole point of this is to have a bow on here. And I think it's going to have to be on the bottom one. What do you think? What do you think? Or I could use, I do love these. I could pop it down on the top one so it comes over that one. Couldn't we? That's quite nice too. Anyway, I'll end up forgetting to use these. Let's just decorate first, shall we? Shall we put you down there? I'm going to put you down there anyway. I think what I've done, on these, I think that's just printed on, I thought I printed it on some tea stain paper, but I haven't. I've just inked that. That's all already inked. I love that. That's fab, isn't it? Okay, what should we do with this one? Lovely butterfly there. Lovely butterfly. What shall we do? Shall we have a little double whammy? No, I think I just like the butterfly on there. Like that. Should we just ink just a little bit around the edges? There we go. Perfect. Oh, I think I might have to have a little bit of rose trim in here as well, because I think I will put this big one hanging from the top like that. And that can hang over the top, so we've got the little bit of rose trim on there, so we'll have to have a little bit of rose trim down here, I think. I do love this. Let's pop that there. Have I got, oh look, I've got my glue gun on, so let's just pop a little bit of this along there. Do you think that's too big to go on there, or should I just have a smaller one? Maybe I'll just have the smaller one up there. Looks so pretty in pink, doesn't it? Should I stick that on before I go any further? Let me stick it on. Let's just stick it on, because I will forget otherwise. A bit of a brain like a sieve lately. Let's just stick that down. Oh, I love it. And then we can have little things. Oops, don't want glue on there. Love it. Shall I? What should we do? Do you want anything else on there? Let's come back to that. Okay, what should we pop on here? A little bit of my paper. Shall we put this one on? Let's take these pieces off. Just rip a little bit down. What do you think? That's quite a nice background for that, isn't it? So I'm just going to rip this down. And that can just sit on there. Oh, some little butterflies. Take this, line it up, and then just take that little piece off there. We could actually pop a little pocket on there as well, couldn't we? That's lovely. Ink it. I'm going to ink the edge. Just a little bit around here. Actually, a little bit of lace or something down the edge might look nice as well. Let's see what I have on my desk. Let's just go around here. How we're doing for time. Oh, we're doing okay. We're doing good for time. I'm going to just stick this down. What have I got? I've got some of this. That's quite pretty, isn't it? Just to go just down the edge like that. What would that look like? Brown? That's quite pretty, isn't it? Or I think that might be a bit too much. Too many roses. Let's stick this down first. Okay, round the edges. Turn that round. I think I will get my big pot of glue and show you how I fill up my little pot, because it needs to be full up. It needs to I need to add a little bit more because we're going to run out otherwise. So I'll do that in a second. Let's stick this down. Which way does it go? This way. There we go. Fabulous. Okay. While that's drying, I will just pop off and pick up my glue, and then I'll show you how I fill that up. So 2 seconds. Okay, so the glue that I'm using is the tacky craft glue, and I love this. It's a really, really good one. So what I'm going to do, just quickly show you how I do it. If I can get the lid off. Open this up. I squeeze the bottle like that. And then I take my other glue, you can see it coming out like that, and then I will just squeeze that in, and as it's going in, hang on, let me just squeeze it a bit harder. Can you see? I don't know whether you can see the glue there. As you squeeze like that and it fills up, sort of like gets to the top, gradually let your fingers out underneath of the bottle and it sucks in the glue. But it does help to have a smaller tip glue bottle to do this. Because you can see that glue, and it just, as you suck it in, it just goes in like that. So there we go. I think that's probably enough for now. So it's really, really simple to do. Let's pop that over there. Pop this on. I do love these little glue bottles. And there we go. Perfect. That's all ready for in a minute. Okay. I think that's dry. That looks nice. That's a nice little envelope, isn't it? Pop that in there. You could probably, if you had like a bigger journal, to pop this in. If you had like a tall thin journal, you could almost pop a little paper clip and clip that into your journal, and then you've got these lovely little pockets to go in there, and you could just sort of like have something to stick on there. Maybe we'll make some little pockets or something on there in a minute, but I think we will make a little, should we make a little something to pop in there? I've got some, let's have a look. I've got some coffee stain paper here. There's a bit of silver on, we don't want that one. This one, look, you can see where a little paw print, this is where I had it in the garden. And I've got a little paw print on there. Shall we use this one anyway? I'm going to just, what do you reckon? Do you think it needs to be in 3? Yes, it does, doesn't it? So I'm just going to do a rough guess. It doesn't have to be perfect, does it? I'm going to just rip these down like this. Do they fit? Open that up. Yes, that's perfect size. Shall we have another one? Should we do 2 pages? So if I pop that against there. A rough guess at the size. Let's do it. There we go. I think that one's a little bit bigger. Let's pop that one at the back. Like that. Doesn't have to be perfect. As long as they will all fit in. I believe they will. Let's just push them over. Like that. Perfect. Now, what did I do with that other piece of paper? I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use it from the side. Sideways. I can trim it up in a minute. So, I think I might sew this actually on my sewing machine. So let's just pop these together. Look at the little paw print. I think that's lovely. Should really have that one at the top. Maybe I'll pop that one at the top so it's not hidden underneath. Let's just line these up a little bit better than I had. Pop our little paw print on the top. Let's get that, hold that together. Shall I just, I don't think we need all of that, do we? Bend this in half. Like that. We will just pop that on top, like that. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the sewing machine and I'm just going to sew along the top. Actually, I might glue that for a second, just so I can cut the edges off. Just needs gluing on that top piece. Take this off. There's my scissors amongst all my paper. Let's just snip that end off. Hold this tight. Snip that end off. I'm going to pop to my sewing machine and I'm just going to sew across the top. So 2 seconds. There we go. Quick and easy. Just gone around there like that. So it's lovely. And look, do you think that's just so cute, isn't it? So let's open this up. It's not easy to open up that, is it? Maybe I need a little flap or something on there. There we go. Lovely. So then, got our lovely little notebook inside. What else can we do? Do we need anything on the top of that notebook? Did we need a little butterfly on here? Do like my little butterflies. I've got some little diddy ones here. Should we just pop a little purple one on there? Let's do that. A little bit of glue. Pop a little purple butterfly there. I'm not going to put any cheesecloth or anything underneath because it will just get caught. That looks cute, doesn't it? Let's tuck that in. Fits in there perfect. Now, shall we put any pockets on here? We could do it with a little bit of book paper, or this is sort of like this is music paper, isn't it? So I just fold that over a couple of times just to make the top of the pocket. Looks a bit wonky. I only want it little, just because I've got a couple of these little ones that we could just pop in the pocket. So we don't want it to go down too far. So shall we do it sort of like here? Rip that down like that. I will sew across this little bit, I think, and then these can just be stuck down. That's quite cute, isn't it? What should we do? Just this bit? Just like that. Should we have them so they're hidden, so they're not seen? Shall I pop it on the inside? Like that. That's going to be seen, isn't it? Maybe we'll have to come up a little bit more because I don't really want it to be seen from the other bit. Let's just ink this. I'm going to just glue this. Just a tiny bit, just to stick it down like that. I think I should put a little bit of, oopsie daisy. Oh, I was going to put that down there, wasn't I? Shall we do that? Let's cut that off there. We can glue gun that piece, can't we? I was just going to put a piece across here as well. Like that. What do you reckon? Didn't glue down, did I? Stick that down. Let's just put a little itty bitty bit on there just to hold this in place, and I can sew that in a minute. Just let that dry for a second and I will glue gun this down. Now shall I have the straight edge along so that's coming in and it won't get in the way, will it? That's what I'll do. Just a little bit at a time. Just so I don't make a big mess. Go. There we go. Perfect. Oh, little flying butterfly. Look at that. That's so pretty, isn't it? I think that's lovely. Do we want this little one? Oh, that didn't stick on there very well, did it? Okay, 2 seconds. I'm just going to quickly sew around this and see whether I want it on there or not. We'll see. 2 seconds. Okay, lovely. Actually, I quite like that. That looks really nice. I've got glue gun stuck on my finger now. I'm going to put that there so it's hidden, I think. It's going to get hidden from there. So I'm going to put that like that, and then I'm going to stick something, some little bits and pieces underneath it. Let's put this on. A little bit of glue. Let's just stick you there. So we've got a little pocket. I could probably do another one with this, couldn't I? But for now, I'm going to take some of these little bits and pieces and just, let's have a look what we got. What do we have? I quite like this. That's quite nice, isn't it? That still covers it up, so that's nice. I'm going to pop that on there. Oh, feels like I had something walking on my back then. Try to pop that in a little butterfly. That's it, that's what we will do. Pop that just on top. Little butterfly. Just on there. I'm going to have to cut out some more of my butterflies. So I think I will be doing a little bit of fussy cutting over the next week. Oh, I like that. That's pretty. Where's our little card? Happiness blooms from within. Look, we can put that one in there. I did have another one here somewhere. Let your dreams blossom. Let's pop those in there. Fabulous. Gorgeous, isn't it? I think that's really nice. Oh my gosh, I've got glue stuck on here. Love it. Now, how are we going to clip this down? Shall we have... Not that we really need to, but I think we need to pop something in these little pockets, don't we? Which one's worked? I think. Let's go for... That goes in there. Let's just chop this. Oh my gosh, you should see the side of my desk. It's such a mess. Okay, what size was that? That was 2 3/4. Let's go this way. A little bit darker on that side. There we go. Little card to go in there. Let's have a little bit of ink around it. All nice little lines on there. Ready to write on. I suppose I could probably sew a little bit of this on top, couldn't I? What do you think? That would look quite nice, wouldn't it? And it wouldn't match our little notebook that we made. Could sew it on, or I could just stick it on, couldn't I? Let's just fold this in half. Put that on there. That's quite nice actually. I prefer that little flower on there. That's better. Let's just glue this bit. They don't have to be perfect, do they? A little bit of glue. Let's stick that on there. Like that. Chop that down. Lovely. Is that going to stick? A little bit there. Pop that in. Oops. That's nice, isn't it? So you've got a little card in there to write on. Let's do the bottom one. So that fits in there nicely. Let's take, oh look, we've got this piece. We can use this piece, can't we? Might be a little bit thinner, but that's okay. Just fold and glue. Nice and simple. There we go. Okay, I think we're going to go for a walk this afternoon. Take Jessie out for a little walk down to the beach to see what the weather's like. It's a bit murky out there. but it's quite nice because we can wrap up and get some nice fresh air, because there's not many people around at the moment. It's very, very quiet, although it's sort of like nearly New Year. It's very quiet out. So we will go and have a nosy, see what's going on out and about. Maybe stop off and have a nice coffee. See what's going on. There we go. That one can go in there. So that's the front pocket. Lovely. Gosh, lots of things going on in here, isn't there? Right. Shall we put something in this one? I suppose we could even do one this way, couldn't we? What do you reckon? And actually have the thing going down this side. What do you think? What do you think? Let's just chop a little bit off the end. And that's enough. Yes. What should we have? Oopsie daisy. Perfect. Okay. Then this one can slide in there. Like that. But what I'm going to do, let's just fold. Oh, it's got a tear in it. Let's go this way. That's going to be long enough. I didn't measure it, did I? Oh, I think so. Just long enough. Look at that. Oh, that was lucky, wasn't it? Oh, I like that side better. So I'm going to just ink this. Ink that a little bit before I stick it down. Perfect. Darker side. Should we go for the darker side? Oh, that just, doesn't it? Before it starts turning. Oh God, I've got a mess I've got. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. I think that's really nice. But I still need something to clip that down. Do you think we need something on there? One of our little flappy things that we use. I love it. I think that's really nice. It's a nice thing. Doesn't have to be really called anything, does it? It's just a thing to journal in or doodle in or whatever you'd like to do. But we could do with a little round thing. 2 seconds. I think I've got somewhere that I've already made, so 2 seconds. Okay, so this is what I was looking for. These are what I've made. I'll try and find the video for these. I've got this one, which is the best colour that I've got, and what we do, it's just like a little just a circle punch with a little hole punched in the middle and a brad, and then this sticks. This is so your brad doesn't go through the paper, and then we're just going to stick this down. I'm actually going to stick let me just see if it works actually first. Make sure we've got enough room. So that will sit there like that, and then this holds down, and then this pulls, and it will hold that so it doesn't flap. Could probably pop a little butterfly on there or something. So if I put that there, I'm going to stick it down, but just make sure you don't go over the brad. Just a little bit of glue like that. Oh, I need to come down. Don't want to get I want to make sure that opens, don't we? There we go. And then that, so it's just like a little closure, and then that holds down, so then these won't open because this is the last one. There we go, perfect. So then you open that up and then these all open. Then you've got like a little hidden pocket in there. Oh, I love it. What a nice little thing to make today. And then that closes over and it holds it shut. Perfect. Do you think I've got, what's this little one? I've got a tiny little, shall we pop a little butterfly on there? I might even, let's see, I've got a little tiny bit of pink. What else have we got? I don't think I've got any brown. I've got this. Maybe I just a little bit of this on there. Just scrunch that up. Tiny bit of glue. Pop that on. Just use my glue gun. Stick that on. There we go. Perfect. And then that just opens like that. Oh, I love it. Doesn't that look huge? That can just hold those shut. Perfect. And then we have our little notepad inside, which we can just use. So there we are. That's a nice addition to, if you've got, like I said, if you've got like a tall journal that you're making, this would probably fit in there absolutely perfect. But love it. So there we go, guys. That is a thing. Not quite sure what you would call it, but that was fun to make, and I just love making things up as I go along, because you never know what you're going to get. And then we did use one of the bows, didn't we? But I will be making other things, but I think I'll just keep these in my stash. And then, like I said, if we make, you know, like you have the dress forms, I think these would look really pretty on dress forms, wouldn't they? So I might have to do that at some point, but I don't want too many on here because I think it would just sort of like overpower it. But I'm loving that. Maybe we should have put something on our little butterfly there, but I think that's okay for now. Alright guys, well thank you so much for joining me. Have a fantastic rest of the day. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you soon. Alright guys, bye bye.